My dearest listeners, take a deep breath and brace yourselves, because what you are about to hear is not just another message, it's a divine revelation that has the power to shift your entire perspective. Right here, right now, a moment has arrived that could change the course of your life. This isn't a coincidence. You were meant to hear this, and the timing is no accident. The universe, the angels, and the voice of God Himself are aligning to speak directly to you. Can you feel it? That stirring in your spirit, that unexplainable sense of urgency, that's confirmation. Something sacred is about to be revealed. Today, I bring you a message straight from the heavenly realms, one that carries weight, mystery, and divine purpose. The angels have spoken, and they've asked me to deliver this to you without delay. You've been waiting, haven't you? Hoping, praying for a sign, for something clear, something personal. Well, this is it. The message is about a person in your life whose name begins with the letter R. That one letter, so ordinary on its own, now holds the key to a deeper truth. It could be someone named Rebecca, Richard, Rael, Robert, or even someone whose name just starts quietly with R, slipping beneath your radar. Whoever it is, they are not random. They are essential to what comes next in your journey. This isn't meant to alarm you, but to awaken you. You may have been walking through life thinking everything was fine, maybe even peaceful, but God sees beyond what you can see. He knows that something is shifting in your spiritual atmosphere. There's something about this person with the letter R that you need to be aware of, urgently. It could be something good, something challenging, or something hidden. But what's clear is this: their presence in your life has divine significance, and you are being called to pay closer attention. This moment is not about fear, it's about revelation. Imagine, for a second, that God is standing before you, pointing to a page in your life story, tapping it gently, saying, "This part, right here, look again." That's what this message is. A divine finger pointing you to reread a chapter you thought you understood. Have you overlooked something? Have you misunderstood someone's role in your journey? Maybe this person has always been there, in the background, influencing you in ways you didn't fully realize. Or maybe they just entered your life, and already, their energy has disrupted or stirred something within you. God is calling your attention to them for a reason. So before we go any further, pause and let this settle in your heart. This message is not just a random whisper, it's a divine wake-up call. God isn't trying to scare you. He's trying to prepare you, guide you, and protect you. The R isn't just a letter, it's a clue. A clue that something important is unfolding behind the scenes. And now, He's asking you to be spiritually alert, to tune in, to listen, not just with your ears, but with your soul. Because now that your heart is open to the message, it's time to go deeper, into the realm of spiritual awareness and inner clarity. You may be thinking about that person whose name starts with the letter R. Their face may already be in your mind. But don't rush past this moment. God is not only giving you a name, He's asking you to pause, observe, and discern. It's easy to take people at face value, especially when they've been close to us for a long time. We get comfortable. We trust. We assume that we know their hearts. But sometimes, even the people we love can be carrying burdens, secrets, or influences that we cannot see. This is where spiritual discernment becomes your greatest weapon. It's not suspicion, it's divine insight. It's the quiet voice within you that says, something doesn't feel right, even when everything on the surface seems fine. Have you noticed subtle changes in the way this person interacts with you? Perhaps they've grown distant. Maybe they've become overly curious about your personal plans. Or they're asking questions that feel off. Not aggressive. Not loud. But just enough to unsettle your peace. These are not coincidences. These are promptings from the Holy Spirit, nudging you to pay attention. Blind trust is one of the greatest vulnerabilities in human relationships. We want to see the best in people. We want to believe that someone close to us has pure intentions. But God is asking you to look again, not with fear, but with wisdom. Could this person be struggling spiritually? Could they be unknowingly pulling you in a direction that isn't aligned with God's will? It's not about casting blame, it's about seeking the truth. And the truth isn't always obvious. That's why discernment is necessary. It helps you peel back the layers and see what's really there. You don't need flashing signs or dramatic events to know something is wrong. Sometimes all it takes is a whisper in your soul. That uneasiness you've been ignoring. That sudden moment of discomfort in their presence. That growing sense that you should be cautious. Those are spiritual signals, God's way of urging you to slow down, observe, and ask for His clarity. Trust that He is already revealing things to you little by little, in ways that are uniquely designed for you to understand. He doesn't speak to everyone the same way. He speaks to you in the way your heart hears best. So begin praying now, not just for answers, but for discernment. Ask God to sharpen your spiritual vision. Ask Him to show you what's hidden beneath the surface. Because this isn't about paranoia, it's about protection. It's about being wise enough to recognize when something feels off and bold enough to ask God, is this person truly aligned with the plan you have for me? That one question could open the door to a level of understanding that changes your life forever. Before your thoughts run wild or your heart sinks into fear, let me remind you of something sacred. Not all warnings are meant to scare you, some are sent to save you ****. This is one of those moments. God isn't pointing out this person with the initial R to create anxiety or chaos in your spirit. He's doing it to prepare you. To guard your heart. To position you where no harm can reach you without passing through His divine protection first. When God sends a warning, it's not punishment, it's protection. He's letting you in on something before it fully unfolds so you're not caught off guard. Imagine a loving parent standing by the edge of a cliff, gently pulling their child back from getting too close. That's what this message is. A loving father's hand, guiding you away from something that could throw your soul off balance. The presence of this person in your life might not be dangerous in the way we normally think of danger. It could simply be a spiritual misalignment. A disconnect that's quietly draining you, distracting you, or diverting you from your true purpose. Or maybe they are meant to challenge you, but not stay forever. God knows exactly what role they play, and He's letting you know so you can adjust accordingly. So what if this warning is just a divine nudge to reassess their place in your life? What if it's not about removing them altogether, but about realigning your boundaries, your expectations, or your trust? God may be asking you to look again, not with fear, but with discernment and peace. It's not about panic, it's about pause. Take a moment and ask yourself, is this person building you up spiritually? Or are they a subtle hindrance to your growth? Have they supported your faith, your peace, your calling, or have they been a quiet disruption to it? God often speaks to us in ways we don't expect, and His timing is perfect. If He's bringing this person to your attention now, it means the moment is ripe for revelation. Think of this as a checkpoint, not a crisis. You're being given insight, not accusation. And with insight comes freedom, the freedom to make choices that align with God's will, and the wisdom to protect your spirit from unnecessary harm. This is love in action. This is divine mercy. You're not walking this path alone. God is walking beside you, ahead of you, and within you. This message is not a burden, it's a blessing. It's His way of saying, I see what you don't. I know what you can't. Let me lead you. Trust that He is guiding you through every shadow and into every light. Even if this person's role in your life must change, it will be for your good. You are being set apart, refined, and protected. And in that protection is a peace that no person can take away. Now that your heart is alert and your spirit is open, it's time to take action, not out of fear, but with confidence in God's guidance. This is your moment to turn inward and ask the tough questions. First, begin with prayer. Not just any prayer, but a deeply personal one. Ask God to reveal the truth about this person with the initial R. Ask him to shine light in the places where shadows may be hiding. Whether their intentions are good or harmful, you need clarity, and God is the only one who can provide it with perfect accuracy and perfect timing. As you pray, also reflect. Look back on your relationship with this person. Has there been a pattern that didn't sit right with you? Were there moments you brushed aside your discomfort because you didn't want to seem judgmental or unkind? Have there been shifts in their behavior, small things that made you pause, even for a second? These little moments are like pieces of a puzzle. When you lay them all out, the picture starts to form. And through that picture, God speaks. He is not a God of confusion, he brings light to what has been hidden and peace to what has been unsettling your soul. Then, be courageous. If God begins to show you something about this person that challenges your expectations or forces a change, don't run from it. Embrace it. Growth often comes through discomfort, and truth can feel heavy before it sets you free. But remember, God will never show you something without also giving you the strength to respond to it. You are not being left in the dark, you are being empowered. He will give you the wisdom to confront, the grace to forgive, or the courage to create distance, whatever is needed to protect your purpose. Also, don't carry this burden alone. If you're struggling to understand what to do next, talk to someone you trust, someone spiritually grounded who can help you process this with prayer and love. Community is a gift, and sometimes God speaks through others who are walking closely with Him. But even more importantly, know that you always have God's presence. He is your counselor, your protector, and your guiding light. When you feel lost or unsure, He is always just one whispered prayer away. This isn't just about a person. It's about your growth, your calling, and your alignment with God's plan. Whatever happens next, whether it's a shift in your relationship or a strengthening of your boundaries, it will be for your good. Trust that this message came to you because God loves you deeply. He's not trying to take something away, He's trying to prepare you for something greater. So step forward now, not with fear, but with faith. He's already gone ahead of you, making every crooked path straight. Now that your heart is awakened and your spirit has received this message, it's time to prepare for the truth that's coming. You've prayed, you've reflected, and you've asked for discernment. And now, you must be ready to receive what God reveals, no matter what it looks like. The person with the initial R may carry a truth that could either affirm your faith in them or challenge everything you thought you knew. And yet, no matter the outcome, you can stand firm because God has already equipped you with the strength to face it. He wouldn't bring you to this moment if He hadn't already prepared the way forward. The truth might be difficult. It could show you that this person isn't who you believe them to be, or that their intentions have shifted in ways that no longer align with God's will for your life. If that happens, remember, you are not losing anything that God won't replace with something greater. Letting go can be painful, but it can also be powerful. On the other hand, the truth might also bring clarity, healing, or even a restored bond. It might uncover misunderstandings or hidden blessings. But whatever it reveals, trust that it is part of God's perfect design for your growth. Don't allow fear to cloud the beauty of what's unfolding. The truth, when revealed in divine timing, is never meant to break you. It's meant to free you. If something has been hidden, God will shine His light upon it. If you've been in the dark, He will bring you into the light. What you do with that truth is between you and Him. But know this, you are not alone in navigating what comes next. God will walk with you through the conversation, the decision, the shift, or the release. His grace will carry you, His wisdom will guide you, and His love will hold you steady. So now, take the next step in faith. Let go of any anxiety about what may or may not be revealed. Let go of overthinking and overanalyzing. Instead, embrace the peace that comes from knowing you are covered by God's protection. Trust in His plan. Remember His promise in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Every moment that has led you here has been preparing you for a better path, a higher purpose, and a deeper truth. And when the truth does come, whether in a quiet realization or a bold revelation, receive it with grace. Then move forward with your head held high, your heart at peace, and your spirit aligned with God. This was never about just one person. It was about your divine journey, your calling, and your connection to the one who sees it all. You've been chosen to walk in light, to live in truth, and to grow through discernment. So take a deep breath, and move forward, not with fear, but with faith. The truth is no longer something to fear. It's something to embrace.